So today what we're going to do is we're going to do this luxury bidet. Um, Basically take it apart and see what's inside of it. Basically, most of these non-electrical ones are super simple design. That's cleaning fluid, by the way. Oh, fair warning. This video is going to contain a lot of dirty stuff. Dirty water, contaminants, things like that. So if you don't have a strong stomach and you can't handle it, I recommend you don't watch any more of this video than what I'm about to say now, which is the problem was when we turned it on, sometimes water would drip from here, or it would drip from in between the little plastic frame. Knowing that this is pretty simple, it doesn't make sense to spend a whole lot of money without at least attempting to check it out. So it's got some screws on the bottom. We're going to take it apart, look what's inside, see if it's anything obvious going on, and see if it's something we can fix. If you get down to the level of taking apart your bidet and it's like this, your issue is leaking from here. It's a few screws that you take off, all Phillips. I put them here, they're kind of tiny screws. I put them in order of where they go. So these two screws, which are bigger, go here, which attaches that. Anyway, so notice the difference in color between the clear and that one. So I think this is condensation buildup inside of here. When I took this off, everything looks good, but the hose came off super easy, as opposed to now me pushing it off was a little bit of effort. So when I look down inside of there, see if I can get this focused for you guys, it's like a little thick layer. It could be that way on purpose. It could be buildup from our water mineral content. I'm gonna clean that out and see if I can make a difference and tighten this up a little bit by just kind of working it, and see if I can get a better flow going. I'm also going to try to clean this out to make sure we don't have any back pressure, which is forcing the water out, which leaks all over the floor when you turn it on. You can't really see from that angle here. There you go. So you can see the water kind of splashing everywhere. So I think it's a hose issue and a connectivity issue. So if your bidet was having a leak issue, sometimes it's worth just taking apart. If you were planning on potentially buying a new one, which can be anywhere from what, $30 to $60 nowadays, take apart your old one. You never know. Angle, basically, I have it sitting on my countertop. So that's what it looks like. I got this long pipe cleaner, and here's what I noticed. As soon as I put it in, it's moving stuff around. See that? So yeah, that's definitely buildup. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out this tube then and see if I can get me a better flow going with less clog, less back pressure, to eventually get that. See, look, it's a lot cleaner, and this has been pushed down. So I'm going to run this whole tube now. That's a lot better. I ended up using one of my kids' little twisty things, which I technically still call a pipe cleaner. Worked wonders. It was actually a really soft buildup, probably the calcium, lime, or whatever deposits from the water. So now seeing the difference between this one, which I've cleaned, and that one, I'm gonna go ahead and take that one off and clean it too. And just to really detail it, I'm gonna use some CLR, and I'm gonna soak it for a little bit and see if that makes a difference. And that would make me think also inside of here is probably a lot of buildup. So maybe I'm gonna submerge this whole thing in some CLR and pump some water through it and blow it out and see if that'll clear it up. I can see right there that kind of rusty look, so I bet that's the water stuff buildup that's also in here. After running some CLR through it in a bucket and a little bit more pipe cleaning, I can't really tell if it's any more clear, but I feel like it's a lot more clean, so I'm gonna go with my feeling. All right, so that's the first difference. Let me get to that one now. Looking at the plugs like this, we're gonna call it right size hose, goes to the 45-degree angle, I'm gonna call it. The 45-degree angle goes to the right. The left hose goes to the 90-degree angle. I know they're not exact, but just for description. So if you take this apart and forgot which hose goes to which one, that'll help to clarify. So the 45 goes to there. The other one goes to there. All right, let's take it apart. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but I'll try it. So that's the second hose. So I basically have some CLR on this to help clean it out. Just gonna run it through. A lot easier for you having two hands if you try this. I'm just gonna go halfway and pull it out. So you can see the crud coming out of there already. Come on, focus. You can see the crud sliding out. Look at that. So that's all the buildup from in the water system. Calcium line, rust deposits, and so on and so forth. So, can you see that difference? This is a little bit darker than that end. Or maybe it's an illusion. Nope, it's not an illusion. That's actually a little bit clearer than that. All right, let me run this through. Seeing a big difference just in the visual. And look here, see all those little particles? That's the contaminants coming through, you know, the city pipes. You know, it's not pre-filtered water. You know what, I would almost be willing to unscrew this and run some stuff through there too, to kind of clear out any deposit buildup that could be in there. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna connect the hoses to it when I'm done, and when I turn that back on, I'm gonna test it, and I'm just gonna run it without connecting the other end to get up any line contaminants. Yeah, that's a good idea. These pipes work really well, your kids' pipes. Next, I'm gonna do this. I can see the rust all over it. So I'm gonna clean this up with some CLR and see what we get. Looks like it kind of can come apart, huh? Looks like it might slide out. Let's check that out. That doesn't look really... It probably could with a little extra pressure, but I don't want to break this because I don't have a replacement bidet to go in there if I break it. So I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to, you know, pump some CLR through it and see if I can get my pipe cleaner in there and pump out anything and see if that cleans it up. All right, if you ask me, that looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. I've refilled it with the water by testing it. So you can see the lines are still a little bit dirty, but a lot better than it was. I pulled this up. It's just kind of a spring pressure load, and cleaned the ends of the nozzles from that. So let's put it back together, and that pretty much is it. So basically a Phillips screwdriver, a bucket, my suggestion, some CLR. Oh yeah, don't use hot water when cleaning this out. It's very possible that hot water will either shrink, damage, or deform the curve that's in the hose. Not knowing what kind of material this hose is made out of, you don't want to damage it. So, you know, use cool water room temperature water. Do not use hot water is my recommendation, so that you don't have the possibility of any kind of damage or anything like that while cleaning it out. And if I would have gone in any extreme detail, I would have gone ahead and disconnected this end and make sure all of that's clear as well. But I'm just going to take it from the switch nozzle and out. I've run it without the plugged in on it and just let the water kind of shoot through, so if there was any residue deposit still in there, it would have shot that out. That's what I'm going with for now. This is basically, if I remember correctly, like $30 something bidet. So I didn't mind paying for another one, but I bought this in 2023, if I remember, October. So I haven't had it that long, and for it to have such a simple little leak, it's like, yeah, let's check it out before I buy a new one. And sure enough, this may be simple. We're going to see what happens. Well, I'm not going to show you too. There's no need. The main thing for this video was to show you what the inside of a simple bidet potentially looks like. This one in particular is called the, what's the sticker on here says? Luxury bidet. I think this is a discontinued model, so if you have that and it's doing a little bit of leaking around the plastic or something like that, it's probably back pressure building up. And I was prepared, if these hoses were damaged, to just go to the Home Depot or whatever and buy another hose. I would have taken the old one and get a proper length and diameter for the hose and would have replaced those hoses. But other than that, real simple, easy. Notice that it was, one, very clogged. Two, when I opened it up, this hose just kind of popped off, so it wasn't on there tight, so I made sure that it was pushed all the way in. It sits almost all the way to the edge, as you see right there. This one, I probably could push that a little bit more down, so when I think before I finish it, I'm going to try to push that in a little bit more to make sure it's seated properly. And then we're going to put it back together and run it, and everything should be fine. Alright, seems to be all working good now. So I'm just going to turn on the wash. There's no leaking. It's very good. Let's see if I can turn this on without wetting my camera just a little bit. Very careful. Alright, I'm just going to do it like that. I'm not going to spray it up, turn it on any higher, because then it's going to shoot out. But there's no leaking, so I'd say this was a successful run. And that's how I fixed my luxury bidet. Like I said, inside of most of these non-electrical ones are very similar. It's basically just water coming in, a control valve to direct the flow going to the spout side, and it's such a simple fix. If you're kind of wanting to get another one and you don't mind tinkering around, take it apart. Who knows? Maybe save yourself some money and learn a little something at the same time. But anyway, thanks for watching.